able to speak, breaking chains the strong and weak.
First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourself. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Seems like wings flew too close to the sun and got burned. Hello, we're the sun.
I would say more like disintegrated, but yes. And why are we the sun?
Because we shine a light in the darkness.
But we're goth! We are the darkness!
Fire! Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! What's the procedure? What do we do, people?
The bones are dead.
Oh, how did that happen?
One day to end the Sabbath, there's the Havdalah ceremony, which is lighting a candle, and she decides to light a match, and it breaks, and the match sets the tablecloth on fire.
And burned a hole into the tablecloth.
And after that, Raven lost her match privileges.
I want to use my matches. I like the way they smell, and I like watching them burn.
Yes, that's nice, honey. I just wish that the thing that was burning was in our tablecloth.
It was not my fault. The match was weak.
Are you bleeping yourself?
You bet your voice and little I am.
Can you stop using the bleep button?
What? I want to show my excitement in a way that doesn't get us censored by YouTube. So
I think it's funny because I heard what you were actually saying. You were saying blah 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 blah. You weren't actually cursing at all. But wait, hold on.
I saw him take it.
What did you do?
I stole her secret chocolate stash.
I'm getting chocolate, honey. Would you like some chocolate?
Why are you getting chocolate?
Because it'll help me calm down.
Okay.
Please?
Maybe we should wait till after the stream?
I don't wanna. I want chocolate now.
We're in the middle of a show.
And?
We're in the middle of a show. You're not eating chocolate right now.
But I'm upset and I want chocolate.
No, you just want chocolate.
That too.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking, and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too, or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, master of the TDS, Raven stands side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof with sharp wit and insight. We're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refuse. Secrets of the Asylum, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside. We'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark. Join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's start the debate. With Master Enlightening Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the Asylum.
For those searching for salvation.
Or embracing the insane.
You have come to the right place.
I'm surprised you all are here. I figured after last week, after the 4-hour stream where we talked about nothing
4.5 hours. It was 4 hours
You know
and
what
30
I mean.
minutes.
You know what I mean? I figured that everybody would be like, well, that's it. It's been nice knowing Gothic Therapy. We're just leaving. Bye.
No, I think they stayed because they loved us. Hooray, we're loved.
Oh, great. We get to talk more about Sweet Baby Ink today. Yay, my favorite.
Hence
thing
why
in
on the
world.
thumbnail. Hence why on the thumbnail we are like, why?
I mean, contrary to popular belief, I would really love to not cover them for a while. Like, hey, Kim, I know you're watching. Can you, like, stop doing stupid things publicly, okay? And even privately that I can find, okay? Do things privately that I can't find, and then I won't have a problem with it. Do it publicly or do it somewhere where it's private, but I'll find it. Like, please don't.
I just cleaned up this mask and we keep it clean for 10 minutes, please.
Like, literally, the baby just went to sleep. Kim, do you just, like, stay asleep? Please?
For a couple months, please. We just want to move on to other things.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about that. We actually are going to talk about a couple things. We are going to talk about, we have our main topics as usual, but we got a great game therapy for today and a great
media
therapy. Well, great in a sense that it's a good thing to react to, and it's important that we do, but it might not be our typical thing that we react to, but I think it's important. With that said, thanks everybody for last week who did stay for the entire time, which surprisingly there was about 100 of you who decided to stay. You guys are insane.
You guys are insane, but that is why you are here in our wonderful asylum.
Also, anybody who's coming from Twitter, I had a special message to tell people to come here for fun. So hopefully you like that.
It was definitely fun. That was hilarious.
Yes. But thanks everybody for being here for that. We are not going to be doing something like that again. We had actually thought at some point that we were going to like do another show like once a week, but like not do Psycho-Synopsis, like do reacting to panels. And I don't think my sanity can deal with that. So maybe we'll revisit it, but like definitely not a thing.
Maybe we'll revisit it when we have more sanity, which is probably never.
Or like if we find panels that are like 30 minutes long, that'll take like maybe an hour to react to, or a little less if we like, are more careful like that.
Because if you guys remember, was it this past Passover that we did the GDC panel that we ended up having to split into 2 parts?
Yeah, let's not remind myself of that. That was terrible. By the way, just so you guys know, that nobody's reacted to the 2024 panel, which is still a thing and it still exists. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't have a death wish, so I'm not doing it.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Master
has already threatened to eat his hat. I am not having him go through with it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put that into one of our intro things just for fun because you won't stop about it.
Please do. It needs to be joined. Every time I listen to it, I cannot stop laughing.
Yeah, and I also got to add your turmeric debacle.
Yeah, but I already figured out what you can do as a little intro clip for the hat thing.
What?
The hat song from Wizards of Waverly Place. What's that? A hat. Crazy, funky, junky hat.
I don't know you anymore.
Don't ask me how I know that. I actually don't watch that show.
You've been infected by the Disney Channel. I don't know if we can continue, honey.
Boo!
But anyways, moving away from that, I said,
let's all for the record be known that he was joking. I don't want our haters getting the wrong idea. Not that I'm gonna let you leave.
Oh, I thought about the hat. I was like, I actually was gonna eat that, so it wasn't a joke. I was contemplating it at the time.
He literally was holding his hat in his hands when he said that. I found that out after the fact, which made it even funnier.
Anyways, we're not going to spend ages on that. We have a couple things to bring up before we get into the say hi to the chat and everything. As I said, we're not going to be doing big reaction long stream like that again. I know some people enjoyed it. Some people found it cringe. Don't worry, we've heard your feedback both ways. We may do like long form content more in the future, but like not like that. Like I don't want to do that. I value my brain too much. I think close to the end, I was just losing it.
You were definitely losing it. I could tell because you were threatening to eat your hat.
Okay, can we stop about the eating the hat now?
I'm sorry. I'm a little obsessed.
You obsessed? No way. I cannot believe this. I have lived with you for 6 years and I have no knowledge of this. Anyways, so we do have so we are planning to excuse me, we are planning to kind of move away from Sweet Baby Inc. content a little bit. Not that we're going to abandon it, but like we've been covering it like almost every week because there's been something stupid and we kind of want to move to other things. I do have another video planned that's kind of like if the one about the Canadian government stuff wasn't like the end, this will be. And but like we're going to probably wait for a little bit and move to other things and kind of come back to it. We're not going to forget about it, mind you, but that's kind of the point. And I think we might revisit some stuff or whatever, maybe when we get our new avatars, which we don't have any updates on those yet so far. I don't want to make Lifu feel pressured to get them out or anything like that. So I've been letting her take her time because I know she's got a lot on her plate. So yeah, there's that. Honey, do you want to tell people what our goal for Super Chats is today?
Yes. If we get a total of 20 Super Chats starting at $2 and up, we will tell you about the time I misused a knife. The only time I ever misused a knife.
That you want people to know about.
Hey, for the record, government, police, whoever's listening, it was my blood, not someone else's.
Anywho, let's move on to the chat now. You know our neighbors hate us, right?
Yeah, but you know I don't care, right?
Like, they literally hate us. You know, one of them, like, carved something into our door. Like,
yeah,
do you really...
that actually happened. That is true.
Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder what might be causing them to get mad at us.
Someone actually carved STFU heart into our front door.
Yeah. We're not joking. Like, someone actually did that.
I had to explain that to my mother-in-law, what that stands for. She was like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
So I wonder what they might be saying to be quiet about. I
don't like neighbors.
Yes, and they don't like you either. Anyways, let's get into the chat and say hi to everybody so we can move on to our topics for today. We got a lot to cover.
Yes. And so I shall begin the timer in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I had it open. Come on. Oh, there it is. 3, 2, 1. Begin.
We have the great one is here, who was missed last week. Diversity officer clocking in. I'm not responsible for any bodily injuries you got to go to the HR. They're the bottom of the pit of despair to the left, then to the right, past the 3-headed alligator. There are no 3-headed alligators.
Wait, since when? Yeah. Since when do we have a Cerberus alligator?
Put it this way: if you see anything within the pit of despair, it's either within your mind or if it's real, well, then it's not. We're not insured for it. So, anyways,
if it's real, we take no responsibility.
And we're not insured for it, so you don't get any money for it, okay? Let's play the clip.
It's the differences that make our world so rich, diverse, and wonderful.
I still hate you, though.
We have Griffin of Might. Tolkien's Legendarium is not a simple story. He was writing a mythos for England as he felt England lacked one. These idiots do not get that. Also, plushies for Raven and The Witcher ripped off Elric.
So I have been told multiple times, and I have been told to read this series, that both Warhammer 40,000 and The Witcher have ripped off a series called Elric.
That's great, honey.
Yeah, I know.
We can talk about it at a different time. We're trying to get through the chat.
Yes, dear.
Drevlock says, the time clock ate my homework. My cat is having a panic attack, and my grandmother told me she believes in God. Can I have a pay week off for mental health? No.
But God is real. You're talking to 2 Jews.
I love how that's the part you latched on to, not the part about the time clock eating their homework and their cat having a panic attack. You're just like, God? Do you hear me, God? It's me, Raven. Alana Blue says, hello, chat. Working from home and clocking in.
Hello.
Karasu Shiro says, clocking in. Hope you're all okay. I wish you a very nice stream. Have fun. Like, share, and subscribe. And then says, now I'm off to bed before I get punched again. What do you mean punched again?
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Wahaha.
Ren says SPI doesn't learn, don't they? They'd have to be able to be capable of learning to begin with.
They'd have to have any mental capacity.
Alejandros Campos says, greetings, Master and Raven, clocking into the night shift for my weekly therapy session. Happy to have you here. Foot Potter Decker Miller says hello.
Hello.
The Thunder Kid. Sorry, not the Thunder Kid. Thunder Kid. I mean, I guess calling you the Thunder Kid also works, but I don't know why I added the there. Anyways, Cocky Kid Master Raven, how was Simplistora? Did you dance and get candy bags? Kinda. Tell us all about it. There's not really much to tell. It was okay.
I slept in.
Yeah, Raven didn't go. I did. So it was fine.
Simplistora is it's supposed to be the man's holiday. The women don't do anything but sit on the sidelines for that one.
Long story short, they had a smoothie thing at the place that I was at, which I don't know how they managed to do, but that was cool, I guess. So there was no candy, but there was like fresh smoothies.
There was a smoothie cart, pizzas, a cheese display thing, other foods, and
I have no idea, but let's not talk about it more. It was weird.
It was a rich caterer.
Oh, and sorry. Also, I'm going to bet SPI should be closer to the grave now if the website shut down. Well, it did, and then it didn't.
We'll get to that.
Asian Swordmaster says, made it earlier than expected. We'll clock in for once. You were here the entire time last time. Honestly, can we get some love for Asian Swordmaster in the chat? Like,
love for Asian Swordmaster.
Asian Swordmaster does a great job with all the memes. And last week, the entire 4.5 hour stream, they were here the entire time. Like, come on. They deserve some love for that.
Yes. Give them love.
Amaze says, Goth clocking in. Cheetah's Art and Comics says, evening, everyone. Rosie says, the time clock ate my snuggle vest. How does one go about getting a replacement? There is no time clock that eats snuggle vests. Also, the therapy couch that people have said is moving around. It does not move. If it does, it's a figment of your imagination. Also, please don't sit on it.
Or you will regret it.
No, like if you see it move, it's a figment of your imagination, but you probably shouldn't sit on it either. So,
yeah. Or you might, never be seen again.
Paladin Demo says, in the sacred tongue of the Omnissiah,
Omnissiah.
What?
In the sacred tongue of the Omnissiah, we chant, Hail, Spirit of the Machine, Essence Divine, in your code and circuitry, the stars align.
I know what that is.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Ave Dominus
The amount
Nox.
of Warhammer messages we get just because I use that clip is so funny.
Yeah, because people like it. Because people like to make fun of you for not liking Warhammer or something.
I like to make fun of them for liking Warhammer. We're a team.
Yay, nerds.
Chris Styles says, hi, Master and Raven, having a week off from work, so able to clock in for the full show. Well, we're happy to have you here.
But go to bed immediately after this, considering you're in England.
We're not gonna win. We're not gonna win. Youngblood Ray says, okay, I'm back from jumping in the pit last on time to clock in. I don't know why you jump in the pit willingly, but have fun.
I think you did last week, actually, yeah.
Deku says, clocking in, popcorn is popped, sharks in the shark pool are fed. There are no sharks in the shark pool. And I turned my potions in assignments. I won't be turned into a newt. Well, we thought about your greenhouse expansion that you mentioned last week, and we're still considering it. We have to get the board of the asylum to determine that it is worth expanding.
Wait, we have a board? Since when?
We have a board. How do you think we have people walk the plank?
Wait, we have a plank? Does it go into the shark pool?
No, the pit of despair. Duh. There's no sharks in the shark pool, by the way.
We're getting too much lore. We need to write it all down somewhere.
I have been. 3M5000 says, yeah. Hi. Odin Dark says, hail, night shift clocking in.
Hello.
Dogs de Azukia says, chocolate is good. That's why. I don't blame you. Atomizer. Okay. Atomizer. Now I want chocolate.
Me too, but it's dairy.
Your local GotchaTuber and BlockTuber Lime says hello. JPS is clocking in. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Reaper Knight says clocking in. See Baby Ink is done for. That's what they always say.
I wish.
Bot 404 says vigilance is the price we pay for good games. Orange says, what is your favorite type of chocolate? For me,
dark.
I'm very for me, I don't know if I'm partial to like just regular. I think I'm more partial to white chocolate, as weird as it is. I know it's not actually chocolate, but for the most part, I kind of like
poser.
I like Reese's chocolate. Okay, let's go with that.
Dark chocolate, and it has to be dark chocolate because dark chocolate is pure, milk chocolate is diluted crap, and white chocolate is a poser. You're welcome.
Okay. Anyways, Vowels No Vowels says, "Yay, I'm here for a stream. Now to have Master read my gibberish." Well, thanks. I read it backwards because I completely ignored it. Mwahaha, I've thwarted you. I love this channel. Also, like and subscribe if the Master sharing movies will get mad. Well, thank you guys.
Yes.
Glad you're all here.
Obey the Master of Ceremonies.
Joel Jimenez is Hello Gothic Therapy in chat.
Hello.
Russ Williams is here. I saw you. Let's see. Why are you still here? Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Bruno at Aster says SBI site appears in Brazil. It does. It's back up. I'll explain.
Mm-hmm.
What is IBS? I knew IBM. Neumann Banderini. IBS is irritable bowel syndrome. So, because it's a baby. So, funny.
I was the one who made that connection.
The Brockville says, "Come on, I'm sure Master has some embarrassing stories too." Yes, but when compared to Ravens, they nowhere near the same.
I am more prone to do stupid things than Master. Let's just put it that way.
I would say impulsive things, but okay. Bruno Astor says, "Sorry, Sweet Baby Inkside appears up in Brazil." Yes, it is, but we'll get to that. Imperial Wills reacting. They hate you that much. Yes,
that was when I mentioned they carved our door.
They carved something into your door to carve. Yes, they did. They did. But yeah, we're trying not to make them mad at us. The Ultra American says, "Good evening." Anime Mania says, "Hail everyone."
Hello.
Fleshin says, "I have a Cuban wife. I'm surprised my door hasn't been carved too."
Haha.
Alucard is here.
Hello.
Asta Solis says, "Hi." Let's see. I'm trying to get to everybody. Crouching Taylor Hidden Swift. Not nobody care. I love the kid. I love your profile picture. I still smell the Sweet Baby steak. Oh wait, Kim forgot to change my diaper. Okay. Yeah, everybody's sending love to Asian Semester. Good. You deserve it. You deserve it. Like, you don't have the fact that you do so much for us and we see you around all the time in other chats, you deserve to be recognized for it.
You deserve the love.
With a smile. Solitude Noble says chocolate is good. I agree.
Yes.
Pillskin says keep up the good work, guys, over on X. We will.
Indeed.
H.L. Humbert says good evening, fellow haunters.
Hello.
Hershey's is the best.
No.
Thanks for joining our therapy group, X Phoenix and Scenery. I don't know how to pronounce that.
X Phoenix and Sneer, and you misspelled Phoenix. Sorry, but you did.
Be nice. Tranquilio says American chocolate tastes like vomit.
Specifically Hershey's chocolate, yes. That's because it's made with an acid, I think.
I guess we'll talk about it. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair to say. I can't really deny that. Spock the Ripper says dark chocolate is the essence of foulness and evil, which is why it's Raven's favorite. Are you surprised?
Yes, hence why I love it so much.
Hey, Diz Elgiz says Night Chat Union #199 clocking it on time.
Hi.
Hello. Been a while since we got 199. Kyle feared the androgynous haggis.
You're really leaving that in? Or did you just change it for us? Androgynous!
Alucard hopes she got the gift that he sent.
I did.
She did. She just got it.
I did get the buckshot roulette. Thank you. Now someone give Master a gift on his wish list.
Well, we'll talk about that later. There actually is a game on my wish list that I'm on it purely because I kind of am curious about it, but I'm probably not going to get it. So before we get to the super chats, we also have over on Odyssey, which, by the way, our Odyssey has been kind of doing really well lately. I just want to shout that out.
So thank you to everyone who's following us on Odyssey. It is crazy that we have so many of you over there. Because
Yeah,
everyone
and by
prefers
so many of you-
Rumble, even though Rumble is inferior to Odyssey, in my opinion.
But no, I'm not saying there's a lot of people there watching live necessarily, but there's a lot of people who watch our stuff afterwards. And there are more people there live. We have hallucinations of opal dragons as I made it. Thanks for the torture you guys put yourself through. We did both enjoyed you guys reacting and then suffered through the same stupidity these activists put out there. And then MK is over there, says, I'm drinking super rich hot choco right now. It's so thick it's like sludge, delicious sludge.
Yum. I want some.
Okay.
As long as it's not the chocolate hummus my dad once got on Sukkot.
Yeah. Icard says, I mostly give that game because TDS had it, plus it's fun. Yeah, I got gifted it by someone. You can get these games. You don't have to, but you can. It's a thing.
I've been a little obsessed with Pal World these last couple of weeks.
Really?
It's actually very fun, even though it's not my type of game. Plus, the pals are adorable.
I love when I'm doing something else, you'll be like, hey, how do I do this? I'm like, figure it out. I can never pronounce these. Help me.
Sliven?
Sliven says, sorry for clocking in late. Pop was on the PC. Oops, my Canadian is showing. I guess you ain't in Kansas. No, it's Canadian, so it doesn't really work. I was going to say you ain't in Kansas anymore. Why was that what my go-to was?
Because you love The Wizard of Oz?
James Crawford says shalom. Hello.
Shalom.
I think we're good. Giant Chillet plushie on throne list. No, we have a Depresso there, though.
What I really want is a lamb ball. I want a lamb ball. They are the most adorable little things ever. I love them. I love them so much.
Anyway, let's get to this super chat.
I want it.
I don't think we should ever fix your mic because it saves people's ears so much. Like, I can't even tell you the fact that I can hear. Put it this way: you don't get anything carved in your door. But I do want to mention that actually happened. Like, it actually is carved into our door. Like, it's not an accident. Like, they literally did.
But they did it in such a way that we could only see it when we moved the door into a certain angle. Because it was a subtle scratching, like not something that actually you could see, like the paint wasn't peeled off or anything. But a neighbor actually carved into our front door STFU heart.
Yeah, but they literally did. They literally did, and you get it in the light, and it says it very clearly. We need door photos now. I'd rather not.
Yeah.
But because they did it in a certain way, we couldn't determine whether or not who did it because it's not very easy to see. We have 127 of you here. You guys are awesome.
Woo! Hail to the chat! Hail to the night shift and to the Asylum. We're all mad here.
What? I get what you're trying to say, but I don't know what that other word is.
I read it as something else, unfortunately.
Yes.
Please explain what you mean, sir.
I'm looking it up. Oh, plasticine is a putty-like modeling material made from calcium salts, petroleum jelly, and aliphatic acids.
So, silly putty?
So, free silly putty? I agree with this.
Free Play-Doh. Okay.
But put it this way, don't ever get it in your hair, because it won't come out without your hair attached.
No, that actually happened to me.
Same.
I had to get a major haircut because I got silly putty stuck in my hair. It was not fun.
Scott Hot Vedit says is saying hello. Chief, hello.
Hello.
By the way, thank you. I forgot to tell you about this. Thank you so much for sending that email. I did see it. Chief sent us an email, something really cool. Remind me to show you later. He didn't want to post it like publicly. He wanted us to see it in case people were going to take it and like use it for stuff. But just so you know, I do see you. So I try to keep track of everybody if I can.
Yeah, Master Snipe.
Ring camera suit that would freak me out. Oh, we do have one, but it didn't get it because again, it was done in such a way that literally we don't know when it happened. So
yeah,
it's hard
it would
to figure
be
that out.
either the camera was dead or it's just too much footage to go through.
Colin Warmbread says, I learned that the hard way as a kid once. Well, I'm going to chime in here and there and watch. I can't wait for the stuff you both will cover. We should play Buckshot when you have time. Don't be strangers. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, the Jewish
Can we
holiday
hear the
season
Play-Doh story? There is no Play-Doh story.
You mean the silly putty story that happened when I was 9? No.
Let's not talk about that now.
Exactly.
You're welcome, Chief. We appreciate you. I know you've been helpful getting you've been alerting certain people in other languages that I don't speak. So I appreciate that. Yes, I do pay attention. I try my best. I'm not perfect and I'm busy, but like I try to keep track of everybody who puts themselves out there and lets me know if I see them. So I do pay attention.
That is why we dedicate at least 10 minutes to the chat when we go live.
Yeah. All right. We got some super chats to get through, and then we'll go into our first topic.
Baked Buddhist for 2 pennies for the plushie fund. Thank you. The Mace for 5. Chocolate for Raven. New Yu-Gi-Oh cards for Master. And howdy. Yes, get Master cards.
I have some on our throne list, which again, by the way, I want to make very clear, we made that throne list as more of a joke, and we've actually gotten like a lot of stuff from it, so much so that the person who like takes care of our PO box is like, dude, you got like things like once in a while, and now I'm like getting packages for you like every other week. What's going on? And I'm like, I didn't do it. It's my wife's fault. It's mostly plushies.
It's not mostly plushies.
Yes, it is. The majority of our packages have been plushies.
Fair, but some of them you thought were cute.
I never said they weren't cute. I just said that I was surprised people bought them.
Okay, but next I need my Shadal. Next I need my Shadal deck. Who wants to get me my Shadal deck for my birthday, which is coming up soon?
But we thought we were going to talk about that.
Oh, oops. Spoilers.
No, like, wait. I know you too well. Did you put him on our throne page?
Maybe.
I said we would talk about... What am I going to do with you?
Oh, but don't worry. But you love me, so it's okay, right?
Wait. Let me see. What does that say? What does that say there? You put a description for it. What is the description?
Timer's up.
I want these because they're my favorite and I can actually play them. Help me beat Master.
I only have a chance of beating Master's decks when I play the Shadals.
Hilarious.
Beat him in a duel at least once. Come on, help me. Please. Pretty please.
Oh.
And while you're at it, get Master the Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
That's a ton of money. No one's doing that. I'll probably just rent it for the library. Anyways, let's keep going.
Aliana Blue for 5 New Zealand bucks. For the knife reveal fund. My worst use was peeling a mango. Peeled one side, turned it in my hand, and it slipped as I peeled the other. 4 stitches.
Ouch.
I'm pretty sure I got.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Shh. Quiet.
Sorry. We'll save that for later if we get more super chats.
Yes.
So give us more super chats. Give us more super chats. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the knife. Youngblood Ray has been a member for 11 months. Still here in a snuggle vest after 11 months. Hail!
Thank you for still being here.
Thank you for still wearing your snuggle vest.
I want to, and I don't know how I would do this. I want to, I don't know where I would go to do this, but I want to find a place that will make us custom hoodies, and I want to make them look like straight jackets, and have it say on the back, "This is my snuggle vest," and then say Gothic Therapy, and then you could just wear them around. And you put your hands in the pockets in the front, those
and it looks, and it'll look
like you actually. And then literally just walk around like that and twitch and look at people funny. Perfect advertising.
I wish. Can someone please point us in the right direction to actually make that happen?
Who would buy that? Who would buy that if we did that? If we figured out how to do that, who would buy that?
Okay, Raise your hand in the chat if you actually would buy one.
I would buy it.
Me too. Hands in the chat. I want to see hands in the chat if you actually want that sweater.
I have no idea how we do it, but there you go.
Master Goa has been a member for 2 months. Thanks for your work again, Sweet Baby Ink. I also just got the cutest game, Hike Northern Lights. It's a cozy JRPG about witches camping with a Jeep Wrangler.
Interesting.
Oh, fascinating.
I have to look at that.
I see some hands. People would buy it.
I'm getting notifications on stuff. Please don't do anything.
What notifications on what stuff?
I'm looking to make sure nobody's doing stupid stuff. No.
What define stupid stuff? Buying things on our throne?
Anything that you want.
Pleasian for 5 because dark chocolate is the best chocolate. Agreed. That guy knows what's up.
I'd buy that for $1. Everybody's putting up their hands. I have no idea how to do this.
I have no idea how we would make those sweaters, but it's nice to know people would actually buy them.
Also, I see, hold on, I see...
Is anyone in Odyssey raising their hands?
I see you here. Everybody's saying, yeah. Also, MK over on Odyssey says that I should talk with Shad from Shadversity, that they made custom hoodies to look like medieval armor parts.
Oh?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the idea
before.
Yeah, the idea of having, like, as I said, it'd be like white. It would look like a straitjacket. It would have those 2 pockets in the front, right? That would look like the arms coming down. You'd have the arms going down to one pocket and the other arm going down to the other pocket. So you put your hands in, it looks like your pockets are actually like that. And on the back, it would say, "This is my snuggle vest." And it would like have, maybe it would have like blood on it or something, right?
And
it
buckles.
would say, "This is my snuggle vest. Find out more at Gothic Therapy." You know, that'd be awesome.
I want them. I want them so badly.
I'm sure it's not that hard to get done. Okay, then you figure it out.
Question is, can we get zipper versions also? Because I prefer my sweaters with zippers.
I don't know. I think it'd be really cool. We have
I
to
think
look
so
into it.
too. Someone please help us figure it out.
Fun fact, we have merch. Nobody buys it, which is fine. But like, we make nothing off of it because it's on like Teespring, which is fine.
And because we put it at the low, we put all the items at the lowest rate possible so that you guys can save money. By which, and when doing so, we sacrifice a little bit of profit from it. You're welcome.
A little bit. We make $1 per purchase.
Maybe if we're lucky.
No, like literally, we make $1 for purchase. I did it on purpose specifically because I know it's over expensive.
Yeah, that's literally just so. Okay, and the mace for 5. Have to go to bed now with Snuggle Vest. Everybody have a splendid evening, night, morning, afternoon, depending on the rotation of your location.
Use code VNXNet for 5% off. Oh, great!
Does that still work?
Now he's gonna get mad at us again.
Wait, honey, does that code still work?
I think so. I didn't get rid of it. Okay. All right. I think we're good. I see Pseudonomics says thanks, you guys. I see we've got pretty much everybody here.
What are we being thanked for? Existing?
No, I think.
I hope for existing.
Yeah,
so,
I would assume
welcome.
that's what it is. I'm happy that I exist too. I'm very thankful for it.
I like my existence.
But yeah, if I missed any of you guys, it's not personal. We just got to get into our first topic because we're already 40 minutes in. Let's get a move on. We got a lot to cover tonight.
Yes.
And yeah. Oh goodness. We have a new gift suggestion.
What does that mean?
Somebody suggested a gift. What does
and
that mean?
means?
I'm looking.
Share with the class or the chat?
I'm trying. I don't know how this works.
Please just read it out loud.
I am looking. I do not know what it is. It doesn't tell me.
Cue Jeopardy music.
I am literally pushing the link and it's not showing me what it was. I don't know what it is. I think I have to go look at it on something. I have no idea what it is.
Refresh the page or something.
I literally don't know. I don't know what it is. Let me look, okay? And then we got to get a move on because we can't spend all day here.
Again, cue the Jeopardy music.
There is no Jeopardy music needed. Okay.
That's why everyone's doing it in their heads, because I said so.
Where is fan suggestions? Alana Blue says Valor Dark Chocolate.
Is it
Only
kosher?
problem is I don't know if that is actually kosher. That's the problem with chocolate like that, is that it's not always kosher. But I appreciate it.
Yes, we keep kosher.
Is it always this chaotic? Yes.
Yes. Jigs. We are married
let's
after
move
all.
on. Let's move on now. We got to get to our first topic and stuff. We got stuff to cover and we got lots of stuff to do today. All right. Are we ready to get into the first topic?
Yes. Let's begin.
All right. Hold on. I'm getting stuff ready. All right. Here we go. SweetBabyInc.com went dark on cue.
Our expose hit hard. Their panic grew.
The porch lights on, but they don't dare.
They cower in shame behind cloud flare. I keep saying cloud fair.
Whatever, it's not fair though. So we're of course, yay! Who's happy to be talking about Sweet Baby Inc. again? Not me.
No one. Literally no one. Please stop doing things.
Kim, Sweet Baby Inc. people that are listening, hey, sit down. Can I get you something to drink? Can I get you like a drink, something, a little snack? No?
Preferably
me very carefully.
Can I drink be absinthe or cyanide?
Ignore my wife, but
Minecraft.
Ignore my wife. Here's what I want to say to you. You please stop doing stupid things, either in public or in private. Well, so much for that. Where are you?
Right here.
There you are. You never had it happen. Okay, so what was I saying?
You were asking Kim to stop doing stupid things.
Yes, please stop doing stupid things either in public or in a private, but in a way that I can see it, because I hate it and I wish you would stop doing it.
Mm-hmm. Seriously?
But anyways.
Please, Sweet Baby Inc., stop doing things. We really want to stop talking about you. So please stay buried. I may be a necromancer, but I do not want to be reviving this.
Yeah. Anyways, so let's talk about this. So we had a very strange thing happen. I was tipped off. Now, last week we talked about, and we ended up going over and making a short highlight reel. I want to emphasize that the video, the 30-minute video, was a highlight reel because I've been made aware that some people who wanted to go over what we discovered and whatever may have not known this, even though it was in the description. So if you want like the full context for everything, you might want to go to the 4-hour stream. Good luck.
Yeah.
Or over 4-hour stream, I should say. But regardless,
to say that guy was kind of dumb.
I don't know who it was. I don't really care. I was just somebody let me know that there was someone who was reacting to it. I don't even know who it was. I just think it was funny. They told me they weren't reacting to the whole thing. Anyways, that aside, what we want to talk about here is what's been going on here. Now, we got tipped off because after the whole thing where Kim said, oh, nobody's ever reached out to us, right? We decided, okay, well, some people decided, let's go reach out, except they couldn't. Why? Because the site was gone.
Indeed it was. The email still worked, but this website was gone. And when we realized this, we also realized that in the 1-hour talk Kim did that we took 4 hours to get through, she never once mentioned the website, only the Sweet Baby Inc. email. Huh,
yeah.
Curious.
So it seemed like they knew it was offline, but the thing that was interesting was I initially reported on it being offline for 2 days because that's what I was told. But however, looking through things, and a lot of people got annoyed about this, I want to make this very clear. I did my due diligence to look through things, and you'll see a lot of the stuff here on screen. If you went on Sweet Baby Inc.'s website, which it is up now, it is. And we'll get to that, and we'll get to why, and we'll get to the things that people have missed that they have done, which is kind of suspicious. And I'll give my impressions of that. But we noticed that according to the Wayback Machine, which the Wayback Machine doesn't always just... Wayback Machine, it can be manually triggered, but it also kind of goes back and scans sites as they were, whatever. We noticed that it hadn't had a successful hit since the end of April. One day after we put out a big expose video, one of our biggest videos of all, the exclusively Sweet Baby Inc. does exactly what gamers think it does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting. But it didn't show it had a successful grab of it since then. And I went and looked into the DNS records and everything. And long story short, what did we find? Everything that we found, and I want to make this clear, everything that we found, it's possible it's not true. Well, we looked at everything we found, says that the host for the site had not changed. But what ended up happening was it looks like there has been the Cloudflare was active, right? But something on their end wasn't working. Whatever it was, we don't know. But the thing that was interesting was, according to all the records and things, it had been this way since April 23rd of this year, meaning that the site had been offline for multiple months with no one noticing.
And literally one day after we released that exclusive video. Literally the day after.
Now, I want to make clear, people were saying, oh, look, it says invalid SSL certificate. That just means what it is. You're correct. However, when you have an invalid SSL certificate and it expires, it notifies you about the expiration. It does. That's what it does. And you're going to tell me that nobody fixed it at all. And again, all the data shows that nobody fixed this for months. It was left not working. Now, imagine this. You are running a website that is literally a thing, right? That is you're basically your front facing of your business. And you are going on podcasts and stuff, and you are not doing anything. Your site's not working. Like, how do you do that? How do you not take the 5 seconds it was going to do to fix that, right? Very strange. And the timing was strange too. However, the strangest thing was I ended up going on a live stream with Smash JT, and he actually made a video about it. And within a couple minutes of the video that he uploaded, Sweet Baby Inc.'s website suddenly came back online.
Curious, isn't it? I don't believe in coincidence.
So again, it's very strange. I think that Sweet Baby Inc., they're not doing much on social media and all this kind of stuff, according to Kim, so it made no sense that they'd keep their site, their main front-facing site down for that long of a time, but that's what the data showed, and there's been no evidence to show otherwise until now. However, there is a couple things that we noticed, okay? One is that somebody reached out to me, letting me know, and I'm not going to say who, because I don't know if they want me to tell them who, and I keep trust my sources, but somebody reached out to me and let me know a couple things that perhaps Sweet Baby Inc. didn't want you to know. So I'm going to kind of mention those things. Number one, if you try to manually now have the Wayback Machine take a screenshot or whatever of Sweet Baby Inc.'s website, it doesn't
work. It no longer works. They have blocked the Wayback Machine.
Correct. And that is the biggest thing. Now, could that be what was happening all this time? Yes. Yes, it could. But it's something to keep in mind. And again, I want to make clear, Sweet Baby Inc. has on its site like a contact me page. It's something to keep in mind. But right now, they have literally blocked it so that if you try to use the Wayback Machine, you cannot get a screenshot. You want to try it? Go do it right now. Try it. It won't work, which is really something.
Tell me, darling, why would they do such a thing?
Well, I was notified of a couple things. One is that some menu items were not working correctly. And it almost seemed like there was nothing going on behind the scenes while the site was offline. However, again, keep in mind, they suddenly had the site back up after months of either non-activity or up and down. And suddenly it's back online. And now it's just immune to being in the Wayback Machine. Kind of weird. But the menu items aren't working. So it almost seems like they only restored it once they realized that what was going on. Now, that's probably how they want it to seem, but that is not the case in my opinion. I'm making it very clear it's my opinion because I cannot prove something. I want to stress it once again for people in the back who have trouble recognizing this. This is my opinion. I am not any fact. I am basing it based off of what I already know and what I've been told, and you can take it with a grain of salt, as you probably should. But what I've been told is that was not the case. Is that it seems to me, based on all the stuff, Sweet Baby Inc. lately has been making a surge to get back into things. They made a Blue Sky. They're on a lot more podcasts. They're doing all this kind of stuff. And what it seems like what they're doing is they're trying to get back into the swing of things. And what does one do when they're getting back into the swing of things? I don't know.
Don't
Rebrand.
they usually... Yeah, I was about to say, don't they usually rebrand?
Correct. I believe that Sweet Baby Inc. took down their site on purpose. I believe that they knew it was down because, again, the biggest cue is that Kim did not mention the website when she said that people should contact them, which, by the way, whether they use the site for main contact or not, if you're on a podcast and you have a website, you tell people to go there if they want to contact you.
Yeah,
But no,
usually when you're on podcasts, you advertise yourself.
But she only said the name of the email that was available. So that's kind of interesting to point out there. But what I believe is going on is that they're trying to do stuff behind the scenes to revamp the site. Now, ask yourself, why would someone make it so you're not able to archive the site? Simple. I wonder if what they're going to do is they're going to change things and then you won't be able to compare it because again, there are other ways to archive sites. I want to make that very clear. But the fact that they've turned on all this extra security and stuff like this is very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, you might wonder, as people said, like, why? Okay, maybe they're doing this for rebranding, all this kind of stuff. But who has the power to do this? Where are they getting their resources? How are they getting all these connections? To answer the question simply without making a whole other video, which I am working on at some point, just humor me. I'm spending my time on it. And as I said, I'll be completely honest, I'm real tired of talking about Sweet Baby Inc. for the past couple of weeks. We've done nothing but do that. So I'd really
tired.
Look, I'm not saying I'm going away from it. I'm not saying I'm going to stop covering it, but I'd really like to maybe a month, just cover other things, and also cover other things in the gaming industry. If there's anything else you guys would like to see me look into, let me know. Let us know. We're more than happy to. But it seems like that there are lots of forces convening here. And again, they keep saying how Sweet Baby Inc. is such a small place. They don't do anything. They did nothing wrong, all this kind of stuff. Again, if they wanted to, all they'd have to do is to recognize their part of what they did, how this backlash started. And they haven't done that. They've never once done it. And some people, might say, okay, well, that's just 1 point. And you're right. It is 1 point in a sense where there are, look, I'm not saying they deserve to be harassed, if doxxed or whatever, but at the same time, the fact that they keep dodging accountability and dodging certain points and then saying how they're small and nothing, if you're small and nothing, you don't have to keep saying it over and over again.
That is very true. It sounds more like a deflection or an attempt at self-validation.
So here's what I have to say. Again, there's not much more to say here. The site is back up. Whether it will go down again, we don't know, but we'll probably have to keep an eye on it because you cannot archive it, at least not from the Wayback Machine anymore. But I will end off by saying this. This is a message to Sweet Baby Inc. Don't think I'm going anywhere. Don't think I'm going to disappear just because I don't want to cover you. I'll be honest, your insufferable stupidity of a 4-hour stream has even made me decide that I want a little break. Okay? That's how stupid and insufferable you guys are. But I'll put it this way. Your connections that you seem to think that you've scrubbed from the internet or you seem to think you've hidden very well, I'm going to tell you, I found them. Yeah, that's right. I found them all, and I archived all of them. So you thought that the Canadian government was just one thing? Oh, no. Oh, no. So,
oh, just wait until you learn what else he has found.
So, nice
somehow,
try.
I know, but somehow there was still more to find.
Yeah, so nice try. You tried. Oh, you'll get one of those little stars that's like gold star. It's like messed up. It says you tried. I found all your stuff,
GIF?
and basically just keep an eye out for that. But you know what? I'll make you an offer right now. See, baby, Kim Belair, I'll make you an offer. Okay? Simple. I will not post the video right away. I'll think about it. If you send one other thing that I know you guys are refusing to let on the internet for a specific reason. So I'll make you an offer, okay? I'd like one signed copy specifically to me. You can call me whatever you want of Pure Steel, your book, Kim, that you wrote with Ariadne McGilvery. I would really like a signed copy that calls me a scumbag. That'd be really cool.
I would totally frame that.
SBI's most wanted or something. Come on. Look, we can have fun with this, okay?
Come on,
you scratch my back. I don't scratch your back because I don't know what died there. But tell you what, if you send me the entire footage, which I know exists, of the decolonizing cozy games that was given by Tristan J. Tarwater, I will postpone putting out the video for a certain amount of time.
And my husband is a man of his word. He will honor this agreement if you do agree. So
make me an offer, Kim. Make me an offer. Give me a signed copy of Pure Steel and give me that talk and let me go over it exclusively. Or better yet, you can respond to my email. Hey, you know what, honey? I think before we end this off, should I read my email that I sent to them that they said totally doesn't exist?
Yes, I believe you should, just to prove it does exist.
Just want to make very clear. Sweet Baby Inc. has said multiple times that nobody's emailed them. I've done it multiple times, but I decided to do it again recently because you said nobody reached out. So I sent you an email 3 days ago. I'm going to read it right here on stream. I'm going to read it. Okay? The title is, No One Has Reached Out. I said, hello. I'm sure I need no introduction, but I wanted to reach out again since Kim recently said in an interview that no one ever had. I've made plenty of videos on Sweet Baby Inc., and I will not pretend otherwise, but I still believe that real discussion is the only way to create lasting change. So once again, I'm asking if we can talk. I would prefer if it were Kim herself, but anyone from your team would be fine. It could be live or recorded, and I would let you review it before it goes out. Yes, I'm that nice. I didn't put that in the email, but I'm saying that now.
It is true. He is that nice.
If you feel you have been misunderstood or taken out of context, this is your chance to clear that up directly. We can bury the hatchet and talk things through, whether that leads to mutual understanding or simply agreeing to disagree. You may choose not to respond, just like the last time, but I would ask that you think about it. Believe it or not, I would rather not have to keep making videos about Sweet Baby Inc. This would be a win for everyone involved, for you, for me, and for the gaming community as a whole. Please give it some thought. Master of the TDS, Gothic Therapy on YouTube. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for my darling's amazingly worded email.
And guess what? Who wants to bet? I'm never going to hear back from them.
Oh, there's no need to bet. You're never going to hear.
No, Kim's right now watching and she's going with her hand. She's rubbing her screen. There are no emails. You want to go home and make it.
No, I would think she's more like rocking back and forth. It's like, it's not real. It's not real. It's not
Master
real.
of the TDS isn't real. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. They have snuggle vests. He can't hurt me.
She's totally doing that. I'm telling you.
But yeah, ball's in your court, Kim, and you can't. I will actually have it up on stream. If we cut this out for a video, I will have the email up on screen to show. I'm not doing it here because I didn't have it ready, but I will literally show it on screen So you cannot say it didn't happen. Okay?
Boom. Checkmate.
So if you ever use that excuse of nobody emailed us, you're wrong. And it's only a matter of time before I expose the other connections that you really don't want people to know about. You know, the ones that happened not long after Sweet Baby Inc. was founded. You know, those ones, the ones that you hid very well and not well enough. Yeah. So I'm not doing it right now. I'll give you a little reprieve. But hey, signed copy of Pure Steel and the copy of that entire Decolonizing Cozy Games, and maybe an interview. We'll see about postponing it. If not, expect it in a couple months. Good night, everybody.
Woo!
And no, I won't be eating my hat.
Oh, that was great.
Woo!
Now, please, no more.
Honestly, like, I do have all this stuff. Put it this way: if they think they can go hide it now that I've mentioned it, why do you think I'm not very worried? Is because they're not going to be able to. I've already archived all of it. So if you hide it, I already have it. So you're screwed.
Very true. And I'm fairly certain you found all that there is to find again.
I bet all my snuggle vessel are not responding. These are not the emails you're looking for. Kim's too busy caressing her Bowser plushie. Ugh.
Don't put that image in my head, please.
How do you get a last name like Tarwater? I don't know. Get
Go
a
to
copy of the
supervillain
puppet show too. Okay, Kim, I'll push it another month if you can give me a copy of your puppet show. Tell you what, okay?
Yeah,
We good?
please. We want the puppet show back. We want to see the puppet show.
Master is the MC from Taken. I have a very particular set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare to people like you. I will find you. And I will expose all of your Sweet Baby cringe.
Da da da.
And all
Sorry,
of your
I-
Bowser
I-
fetishes.
Ugh, I really should stop doing that sound
No.
effect.
I will find you. And I will expose all of your weird fetishes that you somehow insert into video games. Blackmail. This got interesting. Keep digging. AAA Industry realizes it's cheaper to make their own BSDEI group. I know. So I actually got a scoop. I didn't tell you this, honey. I got a scoop recently that I can't actually talk about right now. But I got a scoop. Let's put it this way. I'm going to call it. I don't know if I could talk about it. I want to say something, but I don't know if I can say it.
Can I at least have a hint in the private chat?
No, I can't just, I can't say anything. Sorry. I don't want to spoil my source.
Yeah, I'm also not trustworthy enough to not blab.
It's not that. It's that my source specifically, my source specifically said that, like, didn't give me permission to say it. And as much as I want to, I'm double checking right now. No, I haven't heard back. So.
Okay. Guess we'll have to wait then.
I wish I could, but I can't. So
I know, dear. I know.
someday. All right. Oh boy. Woohoo. How we doing, guys?
But know what?
We got
That
to
was
the Sweet
fun.
Baby Inc. stuff. There is no more Sweet Baby cringe for this entire video, and we're an hour into the stream, and no more Sweet Baby Inc. Woo!
Hooray! Let's celebrate with something.
Well, here's the question. We could either do game therapy or we could do media therapy, neither of which are very great.
Well, since we just did Sweet Baby Inc., I vote the game therapy.
All right, guys. Would you like some game therapy? We're going to be talking about a new game that just an old game that's new that just came out.
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Nope.
Well, guess what? Ready or not, it's time for some game therapy. So, I don't know if many of you guys, when you were younger, perhaps, played a game called Plants vs. Zombies. Have any of you heard of that game?
I have, because my brother loved it.
I loved that game. That game was great. But PopCap, the company that made it, was bought by EA. And long story short, the second game was a big giant cash grab that had a bunch of skins and exclusive plants that you had to pay for, and it went down in the tubes. Well, it is back. That is right. Plants vs. Zombies is getting a remaster that is coming out in 4 days. It's actually on my wish list. I'm going to be honest. I will not buy it. I have it on my wish list on Steam, so if someone wants to, they can buy it for me. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying if you want to buy it for me, I will play through it to see how it is and give a review of it. But unfortunately, there's a lot of problems with this game. So we're going to watch the trailer for it. We're probably going to have to pause throughout it. Okay? We're going to watch the trailer for it, which isn't bad. And then we're going to discuss a little bit of hiccups that were found about this game and how they're doing some not really good things.
Yeah, some shady things, you could say.
They could say their roots are pure evil.
Their roots are necrotic, really.
I was making a plant joke and you ruined it.
I tried to turn the plant joke into a zombie joke, and I definitely ruined it.
Haha, it was my plants joke versus your zombie joke.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, let's give in.
Yes.
I gotta admit, this is kind of cute.
Mm-hmm. What the?
I like Crazy Dave. He's always funny. It's a real shame what they've done to this game. As you can see, it's local co-op. You get to fight against zombies versus the plants, and you get to play. It's a remaster.
Sort of.
We'll explain. And dressed for the occasion. Yes. Guys, remember those skins no one liked? Here you go.
What are those things on their heads?
I have no idea. They look like face huggers.
I thought they were chickens.
And no, this version has co-op.
I thought they were waiting to be cooked chickens. Oh, it's a it's a maggot. I think it's a maggot.
I will say I really do like the art style here for this thing. I don't know if they did it. I'm assuming they didn't do stop motion, but it looks good. It's a head crab, so. Local PvP, so player versus you get to play the zombies versus the plants now in the original game. So, I mean, you look at this and you kind of go, okay, it looks like somewhat like the original game. It doesn't look anything bad, but there are problems with it, which we'll get to. There's a new mode like Rest in Peace mode, which makes it super hard, or bonus levels and stuff like that.
Remember the zombies being that big?
Yeah, that's a Ganatar, I think. I beat the whole game, the first game, and the second game technically, but I definitely don't think that's stop motion. It's definitely probably something that was made. It's just it'd be cooler if it was stop motion.
Yeah, just a bit.
So as you can see, it's coming out in a couple days. However, there's some problems with it.
Yeah.
So here is the original artist, Rich Werner, who did the original art for Plants vs. Zombies, saying that he's seen the trailer, and this was when the first trailer came out, so this is the second trailer. He says, you want to read what he says, honey?
Sure. Just saw the post about Plants vs. Zombies reboot. It's cool, but I wish someone would at least contact me. Kinda sucks. I'd be down to help with it. Whatever, I guess. Par for the course.
But it gets worse, guys. Wait and see. It gets much worse, unfortunately. So, part of this, what they did, they actually released some early concept sketches from the game, like showing the early concept of like the different zombies and whatever, except they're not real. Rich Werner, again, posted, this was more recent. Let me put this on.
Hey, I want to read it. No, I want to read it.
Go ahead.
Let me put this on record. These early sketches for Plants vs. Zombies 1 are all BS. It's funny, too, that Disco Zombie is part of it because we got a letter from MJ's estate to redo it. I redesigned it on the fly in one afternoon. No possibility of an early concept.
Yep, and I want to make very clear, when they say MJ's estate, they mean Michael Jackson, because the original version of the Disco Zombie was actually a undead Michael Jackson zombie.
Which would have been awesome.
But yeah, so not only are they faking early art, which is exactly what they're doing, but they didn't ask the original artist back. But wait, we aren't finished yet, unfortunately.
Yep,
there's even more. Wait for it. Here is Laura Shigihara, who did the original music for Plants vs. Zombies 1. And she also had something to say. Do you want to read what she said, honey?
Yes. I created the music in Plants vs. Zombies with the specific intention of it being dynamic. Instruments gradually appear to match the intensity of the zombies and prevent audio fatigue. Replanted level 1-1, all the drums right away. Years later, bigger team, dynamic audio gone.
So what she's saying is that when the original game, when you played, as the zombie waves got bigger, more instruments started going up, and that's what made part of the game, made the game so good. Well, she's saying that they have years later and a much bigger team, and instead of doing that, they just have all the drums right away. The music just goes blam in it right from the beginning.
Yeah, that's not very dynamic.
But we're not even finished yet, guys, because if that's not bad enough, so first off, the original artist was not asked to come back. He was not even alerted to it. And they made fake concept art from him that never existed. They didn't do anything with music, but then it gets even worse because there were allegations of AI. Now, I want to make very clear. It was allegations of AI in the sense that they were upscaling the original game with AI, which isn't as bad as actual AI. However, the thing that made people mad was when they were asked about it, they straight up lied. They said there was no AI, and well, they did use AI. It's just not in the way that not in the way people thought, but they did use AI. And you'll see here we have a post where they basically admit to it without admitting to it.
Hey,
they're responding to someone. Want to see what they said, honey?
Yes. The official Plants vs. Zombies account. Hey, we understand your concern. No AI assets here. Just regular Photoshop layers behaving badly during scaling. You lose one pupil and you lose them all. No AI shortcuts, just regular human mistakes.
Yes, regular human mistakes using upscaling, which upscaling, shocking to... I want to tell you something really cool, guys. Upscaling uses AI. What? No? Oh my God. Again, I want to make clear, the AI is not the biggest problem, okay? Because they're not using it to do new assets. They're using it to, like, upscale. The problem is when people ask you if you've used AI, you should say if you did or not. You could say, yeah, we used it to upscale. What's the problem with that? Nothing. But they didn't have the original artist back. They didn't have the original person who did the music. They've messed up everything, and they've put it out there for about... 5 times the price of the original, which you can also get on Steam. So I do have the game in my wish list on Steam, not because I actually want it, but because if somebody gets it for me, I will play it and let you guys know what I think of it. I'm not interested in getting it myself. I'm not saying you have to get it for me. It's just if somebody's really curious, I will look into it. But Plants vs. Zombies was was a game I remember. You know,
I mean, it's definitely one of those games that's memorable. It was so unique.
It's a shame that, again, the Plants vs. Zombies franchise has really met with a lot of bad stuff these past couple years, and they haven't done a good job. There's been a third Plants vs. Zombies that was canceled, and then was not canceled, and then was re-canceled, and then was brought back as the beta, and then it was canceled. It's a mess, and this doesn't look like they're doing anything better, and I want to mention something even worse, okay?
Uh-oh. What's that?
Unfortunately, guys, do you want to know how long it took them to make this remaster?
Tell them.
6 months.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, dear.
You're going to tell me that in 6 months, without getting the original artist backs or whatever, and without doing whatever, you were able to rush one out? I'm not exactly jumping up and down and thinking that you did a good job there. 6 months to remaster a game? No. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, guys. If you want to play Plants vs. Zombies, get the original game. If you want me to suffer through it for you so I can take a look at it, you're more than welcome to gift it to me on Steam. You do not have to, though. But otherwise, I think I'll stick with the original game, and I'm good just kind of moving on from it because this is just not okay. I will say they're not doing microtransactions, which X'd out, but that's what they said. So, what do you know? What do you know?
Sounds like typical current day stuff.
Is anybody really surprised?
No.
All right. I think that's good for that. How are we doing on money-wise? We got some super chats. Let's get to those.
No idea. Sergeant Sipien gifted 1 Gothic Therapy membership. Thank you very much.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Thank you for the gifted membership. Flesian for 2. EA's gonna be EA, no matter who owns it.
Unfortunately true.
Mm-hmm. Wandering Paladin has been a member for 27 frickin' months. Woo!
That is insane. Thank you so much.
Saying hi, going offline. Will watch on my phone. Well, thank
Roger
you for
that.
sticking Well, thank you for sticking around this long. And Anime Mania also gifted a Gothic Therapy membership.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Thank you so much for your support. And Sergeant Sapien for 5. They made E.T. for Atari in 6 weeks. What's the problem? Oh, wait.
E.T., you mean the notorious game that got buried in the desert, which was proven to be true?
Yep.
You know about that game, right, honey?
Yes, I've heard. Yes, I do. I've heard the story.
It was a rumor until it wasn't.
Turned out they actually did bury it in the desert. And G.S. Wolfwood for 5. EA is consistent, if nothing else. Quality need not apply, though.
Correct. 47. Come on, guys. Can we get to tier 1? Can we get to tier 1? Come on. It does what it do. It does what it do if we get to tier 1, just so you know.
Give us more. Give us more.
No, let's see if we can get to tier 1. We've actually had a really good streak of getting there for the past couple weeks. So we'll have to see if we can get there again. But with that out of the way, I think we've caught up in everything. I see some stuff over on Odyssey. A hallucination of Opal Dragon is saying that they're the head crabs from Halo. And then MK says typical corpo, less with more mentality. Yeah. I hear you. You want to see the Yugi clip, but we'll have to get there. We're pretty close to halfway there. So we're halfway there, kind of. Oh, living on it. It does what it do.
Oh, we got some good memes tonight, honey.
We'll have to get to those at the end. We now have to like dedicate times for memes now.
All because I made a meme channel for streams. You're welcome.
What they're doing, dude.
The latest ones go together, I think.
I love these.
They're adorable.
They're adorable. We'll have to get to them. I was looking. Hey, Levistro.
Hello. Been a while.
Says, hey, you two, I'm taking the night off, and look who I see streaming. Nice to see you in all replay. Well, thank you for being here. We're close to tier 1.
Want to give us some money to help us get there?
Could say you're holding a memorial service. But yeah, let's see if we can get to tier 1. Oh, Happy Dino is here.
Hello. Hope you're doing well.
Happy night to you as well. But yeah, we're close to Half-Life, not Halo. Okay, my bad. I was reading the chats on our Odyssey, okay? I'm just reading what they're saying. If they're wrong, they're wrong. Not my fault. But yeah, let's see if we can get to tier 1 at least tonight. That'd be really cool because it does what it do. But now, let's get on to the next topic. We got another great one coming up right here. Oh, before we do.
Chris Styles for £5. Don't you just hate when they ruin everything that was great? Yes.
Like, come on. There's a way. Like, I'm not opposed to a remaster of like Plants vs. Zombies, but like, come on. Do it right.
Yeah, put some actual work into it.
Like, come on. You couldn't reach out to the original person and ask for some early concept art. I'm sure he has. You had to AI generate it. By the way, it was AI generated and it even had an AI generated coffee stain on it.
Huh?
I kid you not, the concept art that was fake had an AI generated coffee stain on it to make it look more realistic.
Huh?
Scummy behavior.
Hey, Levistro has been a member for 11 months. Why, thank you. Note to Dragon, I owe you 1 super chat in November.
By the way, good video. I forget exactly I forgot what the topic was. And he made a video about something we covered recently. I did watch it. So I try. I don't remember everything. I do a bunch of things, but I try. I did see. Wild Guitar and says remaster. We see what you did there. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. And again, if we can hit tier 1 before the end of the stream, that'd be great. But let's get on to the second topic because we got a bunch more to get through. Are we ready?
Yes, let us begin.
Here we go. The Lord of the Rings. That's racist, they cried.
Tolkien's orcs are black, don't you deny?
They twist every tale to fit their demand.
But they fear the truth they can't understand. Oh, yeah, we read through this article of absolute stupidity. It was, and I thought Kim Belair was dumb.
Can we not talk about Sleep Baby Inc. anymore, please?
I needed a comparison. I needed a quick comparison. I'm sorry.
Anyways, so did you guys know that there is a class being done at the University of Nottingham?
Nottingham, of all places.
Where it's a course suggesting that Tolkien's treatment of evil characters follows a tradition of anti-African antipathy. By the way, do you guys remember a certain talk recently that we talked about? So much for not talking about Sleep Baby. You remember a talk recently which was called the Decolonizing Cozy Games?
Yeah, I'm feeling something very similar here.
Well, the history module is called Decolonizing Token et al.
Why?
So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did this for you, okay? I read the entire stupid article, okay? It was not fun. I
We
hated
also, oh, wait. We also read the comments afterward.
The comments were great. As you can see, it has 2,000 comments because everybody had stuff to say.
Yeah, everyone had to agree that this was just pure stupid.
Now, what it says is it's taught in the University of Nottingham, which uses a text that says that orcs and other dark-skinned characters in the trilogy are victims of ethnic chauvinism.
False.
I want to mention the person who did this. I forget the name, and I don't really care. Who the professor guy?
I think it was actually something African.
Literally made up fake history to say that actually back in the 1600s that England was actually had black people there, and therefore by not including them, Tolkien is somehow racist.
Wrong. The guy is living in a fantasy.
Also, I want to point out that you can see that orc over there, right? That's an orc. The top, right over there, the one with the potato face, looks kind of white to me.
Very white, because everything in Lord of the Rings is based off England, where everyone is pale because there isn't that much sunlight from all the rain. You're not going to have many black people originating there if they don't have enough sunlight for the melanin, now are you? And the orcs are corrupted elves in Tolkien's mythos. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to actually read some stuff from the article if I can get it. Yep, I got it.
Yeah,
okay.
Do it. Everyone, brace yourselves, grab something to poke your ears out with, because your ears might end up bleeding.
So the person who does this is Dr. Oinik Nubia, a historian writer, and argues that the Eastern races in the fictional realm of Middle-earth are depicted as evil, while fair-skinned people of the West are shown as virtuous. Okay? Let's see. He says here, he also says that he examines racial issues in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and says that C.S. Lewis's fantasy novel have long been seen as exhibiting Oriental stereotypes, and they're described as cruel people with long beards and orange-colored turbans. And that students of the course in Nottingham will learn to repopulate the canon of British myth and legend. He also says he's provided articles saying that in medieval England, there were diverse populations of Africans that lived there, and that it was evident in literature. And he also says that Shakespeare's work helped promote a fictional mono-ethnic English past, and it was problematic for missing direct references to Africans living in England at the time, and it created the illusion of racial homogeneity in England. I kid you not, this is actually what this person is claiming.
I need to stop you there because I need to comment on Shakespeare. As someone who loves the work of Shakespeare. Have you not read Othello? The whole thing was about an African merchant in Europe. And about how he was hated because of the color of his skin. The game Othello is named after the damn play because of the black and white stuff. He was literally in love with a woman, and he got rejected and hated and accused of things just because he was African.
You gotta be careful with your mic, please.
Okay, did you pick me up at all?
It did.
Good. Who is this guy to say that Shakespeare, the greatest playwright in history, was wrong? Can I please go to Nottingham and find this guy? And can I please do semi-illegal things?
In Minecraft?
In Minecraft? Please. I need to hurt something for this disrespect to my wonderful Shakespeare. In Minecraft.
Down?
And also, C.S. Lewis's works were based on Christianity, mainly Catholicism, I believe. Why is he bringing... This is supposed to be about Tolkien. Why is he bringing other writers into this?
Because it's this entire course. He literally is paid to teach a course that literally does this. And he also says, a contributor professor says that if you put the play in context with other Shakespearean plays, even sonnets, its language is all over the place. This language of dark and light, these are racializing elements, and that the number of sonnets are addressed to the physically contrasted fair youth and the dark lady, and that Shakespeare's birthplace trust, they're trying to decolonize the Shakespeare's birthplace trust because it supports white supremacy, and they're going to create a more inclusive museum experience.
Can I please go to England and burn it all down?
Too expensive. This process included exploring the continued impact of the empire on the collection and the impact of colonialism on world history, and how Shakespeare's work has played a part in this.
Can I please go to England and burn it all down? I can't take this. Though I did love that one comment that said, so is calling night dark and day light racist now? Or something like that? I liked that comment.
Literally,
that was funny.
He says that Tolkien's treatment of fictional races shares traditional anti-African antipathy in which people from Africa are painted as the natural enemy of white men.
What?
This is a real article, by the way. This is not a joke. This is not the Babylon Bee.
I wish it were. It would make more sense if it were Babylon Bee, but no. This is real. This is not satire. My poor author's soul is weeping with despair.
I want to read what he claims in this module, by the way. He leads the module, and he claims that decolonizing it means re-examining and moving away from white Western viewpoints. And in the module's core text, he writes that the maligned peoples in Lord of the Rings include the Easterlings, the Southrons, and the men from Harad, and that the trilogy also features the dark-skinned orcs, evil creatures that do the bidding of Sauron, known as the Dark Lord.
Evil is always referred to as dark and good is always referred to as light. That's how it's been since the dawn of time in any literary work.
Literally, I'm reading this. This is literally a real, genuine article. This is an actual class that this person is doing. Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, okay? This person should be fired. Straight up. This is a lie. This is a lie. I would like to see, okay, please, Professor, whatever your name is, I'm not even going to pronounce it right. Eka, could you please give us a source for your claims that in the medieval ages things were diverse? Because contrary to popular belief, there is no actual source for that. And it's funny that in this article that you're claiming all this stuff, you have no sources for your claims.
Weird how that works. Bless you.
But yeah, so that's a thing. And he said that also Shakespeare argues that the bard's work constantly links whiteness to beauty while darkness is unattractive.
That is an insult to goths everywhere.
Honey,
please let me go to England.
I'm sorry, England. I'm letting you know in advance warning. If anything happens, it was Raven's fault, and it's not mine, and I can't control her, and I'm only a bystander, and you'll never take me alive.
I'm free.
Your mic only picked up half of that.
I'm free. Fear my wrath. Fear my wrath, mortals. Feel me. I have been unleashed.
But a lot of people clowned on this and made fun of it because this entire thing is a load of garbage. And literally, if anybody actually believes this, you are a moron. You are just a moron. I'm sorry. If you look at that face on the screen and you think that that face of that potato ugly looking face is a black person, then you have problems.
Quite. Ugh.
I think that's a good place to end.
Yes.
I'll just say this. Your ethnical racism division shall not pass. Cast it into the fire. Destroy it.
Nice.
Okay, I have been told... That's a funny name. If you Google Dr. Anakidubi, you'll see more of the bullshit he's doing. Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh. Are you going to do it?
I'm curious.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh, God. Oh, God, no.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. What have you found? Please share with us.
There were recordings of his talks.
What? Oh, no.
Multiple of them.
I feel a reaction video coming.
No. I ain't sitting through an hour of ISR, Dr. Ernika Nubia, decolonizing histography is not... What is it? Is not political correctness, it's history.
Okay, somebody
Oh
just
my
somebody,
God, the comments are annihilating him.
Okay. If Master it doesn't want to do a reaction to this, someone decide to do a stream of it and invite me on. I need to roast him.
Honey, it's an hour and 30 minutes. You will die.
We got through Kim Bel-Air.
The amount of stupidity that is evident here but I love the comments. His mission is hating white people. That's all it is. UK shining a spotlight on woke leaders like this is ridiculous. How can this man teach this nonsense? Tolkien belongs to the hearts of millions. This talk belongs in a garbage can. This lecturer seems to be sabotaging his own premise. 11 months ago, people are saying it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
What?
And that it's... Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
I can't. I'm done. I'm not looking. I smell rabbit hole, and I ain't fallen in it.
Yeah, you've gone down enough rabbit holes to last
It's
you
your
a
fault.
lifetime.
Now I'm going to look into this, and I'm going to end up playing stuff about it, and we're going to end up making videos, and it'll be the new Sweet Baby Ink topic. It's all your fault.
Hey, I didn't do it.
Watch party? No. If you play those, I quit. You can't quit. You're not being paid. What have you done? Jump in the shark pool. Critically dreadful over on Odyssey showing it says, I think I'll just stick with Goblin Slayer. At least we have good looking women.
We need to finish that actually.
Yep. Master of the TDS in Wonderland, no thank you. I would more wonder. Let's shift gears, okay? We got some anger right now. Let's burn it.
And honestly, Master would prefer to be in the land of Oz. The real land of Oz.
Let's get to the super chats and let's see how much closer we are to getting tier 1, because I would like to get tier 1. Can we do that, guys? Tier 1, that'd be fun.
Yes, that would be nice. I would make up for the brain cells we just lost.
No, but keep your anger. Keep your anger, because the next topic we have, oh boy. Gonna have
yeah. You're right.
They're gonna have anger to release.
Lezian for $2. The shadow that bred them can only mock. G.S. Wolfwood for $5. So even this university has to steal extra credits moronic projection for their coursework? How appropriate.
Yep.
And appropriate means to and even better because appropriate means to steal.
Yep.
The Proctophile for 5. I wonder how Raven will react when she learns that there's no evidence Shakespeare ever existed. It's just a bunch of older work that was recycled. I have read the theory that William Shakespeare was actually Francis Bacon and a bunch of those other ones. Yes, I am aware. I still love Shakespeare stuff.
9 more supers to the knife story, and we're at 69. Come on, guys. You only have to get to 100. If we get 31 more, is it? Yeah, 31 more, we can get to tier 1. ATS, doesn't it say in the Quran that light skin people go to heaven and the dark skin go to hell? I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. Maybe someone should tell that doctor. I wouldn't know, and I'm not going to say definitively. I'll take your I'll take your word for it.
We don't read. We're Jewish. We read the Torah, not the Quran. So
grift harder. Okay, here we go. You want us to grift harder? Here we go.
Yes.
That's the stuffings out of those ugly old piggybacks of yours! Come on, kids, give me all your money. It's for a good cause. Me! Come on.
You're welcome.
Pretty please?
Okay, let's get into the next topic, guys.
Make it an early birthday gift. I'm turning 30 after all.
I thought you wanted the Shaddolls from our throne list, which you put there.
I want those too, but I'd like to have some fun while I'm still in my 20s.
After that stream, I'm removing it.
No! Please.
We'll talk about it. Night Blood Stick is amazing, and I want you to beat it. Anyways, you guys got some anger probably right now, huh? At that guy. Well, we have some anger to take out on someone who deserves it. A group, a company, a streaming platform. Yes, you're right. You might already know what this is, but before that, it's time for some media therapy. So, TwitchCon happened this past, a little bit, and, people know that Twitch has been going downhill. That's not even controversial to say. That's just a fact at this point. But unfortunately, at TwitchCon, a streamer named Imaru, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct,
I
got
think it's
assaulted.
Imaru, yeah.
And had some things to say, and we're gonna watch what happened again. I made sure to double check that there's nothing like inappropriate in it, from the angle that it is. We're gonna watch it, and we're gonna react to a couple bits of the stream and kind of react to that, because I know everybody's talking about it, but we'd be remiss not to talk about it. Especially the thing that convinced me was what Twitch decided to do to the person who did this, what the punishment was. And what Imaru tells us the punishment initially was, okay? It is absolutely insane. I cannot believe they even thought it was a good idea. Yeah. All right, guys. You ready to watch this?
Nope. Do it anyway.
What just happened there was she was there for a meet and greet, and this guy came over and tried to grab her and plant one on her. And obviously the security came in. That is her security. That is not Twitch security. But we have some, we're not going to react to the entire thing, but we are going to listen to a little bit. I took some of the choice clips from Imaru, did a stream about this, and we're going to react to some of the things that she has to say about how Twitch handled this situation. Okay?
It's not good.
Whoa.
I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral.
They definitely wouldn't have.
Nope.
And even after the fact that that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet.
That's terrible.
Oh boy, and it gets worse.
Like, maybe some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact. I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now.
You
I
guys,
don't blame you.
If you have not heard what Twitch's initial thing they said they were going to do about this, this is what made us decide to cover it. You guys know, look, we don't usually get into the drama kind of stuff with this kind of stuff, but this is something that's more about Twitch as a whole, and we needed to address it because of what they did. This is insane, okay? You're about to hear what the repercussions were for this guy coming up to her, grabbing her, and
trying to forcibly kiss her.
And what the repercussions Twitch thought were appropriate.
If you haven't heard it yet, you're about to, and you are going to blow a gasket.
And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they going to do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
A 30-day ban for that.
Call someone fat, like Tectone did, get banned for like ages. Get assaulted, 30-day ban. Lol.
They really do not have their priorities straight.
A 30-day ban for literally assaulting someone on
Sexually.
camera.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? Told you you'd blow a gasket. But wait, it gets worse.
They ended up changing it, but here you go.
What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they changed it to indefinite.
They changed it to indefinite after someone's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. That's stupid. We don't care about him being banned on Twitch. Ban him from the event. By the way, the guy walked free at the event. They didn't stop him. They didn't do anything. Also, people were already mentioning that in the chat, but people are mentioning that her former bodyguard, one of her better security that was there, got permabanned just for trying to hold someone that was stalking her, just holding him by the shoulder to stop him from running after her at a past event, got perma-banned for that.
For doing his job. And didn't you also tell me that the people who were invited to be at TwitchCon were allowed to bring +1s, and all the invitees were vetted, but not the +1s?
Yes. So the TwitchCon security, it was awful. They allowed people to come and they vetted the people who come, but everyone was allowed to have a +1 and they didn't vet any of them.
No +1 was vetted. So who knows who ended up at that con?
I have no words for this because it's ridiculous. I don't care what you believe. This is terrible. And yes, she was contractually obligated to do the meet and greet as part of the things for her show, but she was okay doing it. It wasn't a problem. But the issue with this is that Twitch didn't, she even brings up, who knows if there are not smaller creators out there who have had this happen and Twitch just didn't care because no one made a fuss about it. But imagine being the security, well, she's going to say who these people were, okay, who initially decided the 30-day ban, and you are going to flip your lid. Listen to this.
Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
The head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch thought it would be smart to, after someone was assaulted on camera at their event, to do nothing about it, but give him a 30-day ban on Twitch. We give him a ban on Twitch, guys.
He should be arrested.
Now, they did make it a permanent ban, But like,
he's
what?
he's still not arrested. And her security guard is banned from the future events simply for doing his job.
Imagine being the head of security for Amazon and hearing someone was assaulted, and your thing is 30-day ban.
Unbelievable. But wait, it gets worse.
Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
Twitch representatives, including
the CEO, correct?
Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, who, by the way, went on interview with Taylor Lorenz and basically blamed it, low-key blamed it on Imaru.
Wow. But didn't he also call her a friend?
Yes, but he kind of basically said that like people should be vigilant about this, and what the hell?
Unbelievable.
You guys see why we had to cover this. Look, we're not trying, we don't usually jump into this stuff,
Honey,
but we had to cover this.
Can I have a shotgun?
In Minecraft?
Sure.
Hey, Imaru, you'll probably never see this, but my wife is offering her services as your bodyguard. I'm guarantee if she's around, no one will come near you. She's very loud. I'll put it that way.
And no one wants to be near a goth. They're afraid they'll get cursed.
But, okay, I'm going to tell you something else, okay? Apparently, the security, anybody who dealt with this, was literally her security, and the TwitchCon security, which were there, did nothing, okay? And then when they found out about it, they all apparently grouped together, and she didn't see this, but they talked about it, and they said, oh, we didn't even see what happened, oh, ho, ho, and did nothing.
So much for being security, eh?
And also, I want to mention, again, I watched the entire video. We only have a little bit more to go through because there was a 40-minute video. We're not doing another one of those. No offense, even if it's this. But point being, she mentioned that, like, they did not approach her. Her manager had to go to them to talk to them about what happened at their event. They did not approach her.
But yeah, that's not a good look. There are so many different words I could use.
That? How do you not take responsibility for what happens at your event? Holy crap!
Because they don't care. That's the bottom line. They simply do not care.
I have no words. How do you not approach the person? And by the way, Twitch made a statement about it and didn't name her.
Oh dear. Please allow me to grab a shotgun.
Put it
and
this
maybe
way.
some other things.
Put it this way. I'm going to bring up Asmongold because he made a very good point, and he's one of the biggest streamers there, okay? Asmongold said that this is probably going to be the last TwitchCon and that nobody should go anymore because it's too dangerous. And I agree. This is ridiculous. Imagine going to an event like this and bringing it, and they literally have background checks on any people who come there, but you can bring a +1 and they won't background check them at all. You think I'm joking? That is exactly what they did at this event. Can you believe that?
People bringing a +1 could literally have brought in a serial killer and no one would have known.
Exactly. They did background checks on anybody who did, but they gave them all a +1 and literally allowed them to come in without any background checks. Like, what? Honey, you changed your...
Oh, oops, my bad.
I don't even know what to say. Let's finish off what happened here.
Mm-hmm.
I really would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because it was able to happen at all, and what happened during it, and the aftermath. Like, it's just crazy. Like,
she should sue.
I think she's definitely pressing charges, and honestly, I don't think Twitch is going to survive this. I think they've already had a bunch of controversy with all this stuff with Hassan, and we're not even going to go into that. Okay, but there's been a lot of stuff. You guys know how this is. This is not okay. You cannot do this, and the fact that this was allowed to be this negligent is not okay. And the fact that they're like shrugging it off is so god awful.
Seriously. Twitch is screwed.
All right.
They weren't before, they are now.
All right. I think we're good on that. I need a drink quickly. So
I have a Ricola in. I've been careful to make sure no one hears it though.
I've been careful too, but Grey Jedi Cash says Imaru has mentioned that she's been talking with the lawyer. Good.
Jinx.
I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest here. I've never heard of Imaru before. Okay? Never did. Okay? But I don't care what the person does. No one deserves that.
No. The guy should have been arrested on the spot. Like security is supposed to do.
Gothic Therapy. Hassan goes down because of Collargate and Twitch goes down because of this. No one is shocked except Kaya.
Ouch!
I will say that there was a person at the event who dressed up as Hassan with Kaya and with a flashing collar, and that was pretty funny.
It was.
All right. How close? We got some super chats. How close are we to tier 1? Come on, guys. We can get to tier 1.
Sergeant Sapien gifted 1 Gothic Therapy membership.
Let's go.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Thank you for your support. Black Wolf for 5. How pathetic do people have to be to take a story about good being triumphant over evil and make it about racism? Because people are pathetic and stupid.
I'm going to tell you a truth that you'll learn in life, but it's something you should hear now. When people can be stupid, they will be.
Quite so. Wild Katarn for 5. Off-topic question. What movie/TV specials do you two recommend for the Halloween season? Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Yep, that's
my
the best
favorite.
one.
My absolute favorite movie. That was the best. Do it.
I don't think there's any other ones that Corpse Bride.
Definitely the Corpse Bride also. Obviously Halloween. A bunch of other horror movies.
A bunch of other horror movies.
The original Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town.
The original Dracula.
Yes, that 1931 Dracula. Or
with Bram Stoker.
Not you mean Bela
Not
Lugosi.
Bram Stoker.
Bela
Lugosi, yes. Bram Stoker was who? Bram Stoker was who?
The author.
Yes. I don't know why my brain mixed up those two names. It was like
it's fine. Or you can watch the Hammer version with Christopher Lee as Dracula.
No, they're not.
Or you can watch the one with Gary Oldman as Dracula from the 90s, but that one took so many creative liberties, I don't bother. GS Wolfwood for 2. Sadly, Twitch behaves like laws are optional. Hopefully they won't be doing that for long.
Oh, Beetlejuice? Yes,
Beetlejuice. That too. Oh, and Edward Scissorhands. Anything Tim Burton, really. Except Wednesday.
Block Party? I don't know. We had never done one. Hey.
Hello.
Problematic white guy. Hey, nice to see you.
What's up?
6 more. We need 6 more supers, and we are very close to tier 1. Let's see if we can get there.
Come on, people.
We only got one more topic, guys, so we'll see if we can get there. We need 6
hope
more
so.
supers, and we need, I don't know how much. I don't know if the Proctophile's keeping track. I don't know. $84. So we need only a little bit more, and we need a couple more super chats, and we can do the top. We can do the super chat goal, and we can do the it does what it do Yu-Gi-Oh clip, and then we'll do memes at the end. So we'll get to that. Okay, let's move on then, shall we, to our last topic before diagnosis and memes and everything like that.
And also, thank you to those 171 people watching us on YouTube. We appreciate you. We appreciate
just a reminder.
We appreciate the sacrifice of your sanity to our asylum.
Yep, and just a reminder, don't make the master of ceremonies angry.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Like the stream.
And Chris Styles just gave a silent £2.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's move on to, I think we're now,
The Grateful Gamer for $2. Leafus book Blasphemy about the Nightmare Before Christmas. What did she say? I don't think I
she
saw
doesn't
what
like it.
No! Then again, I didn't like one of her songs.
Your
So I
mic
guess we're-
picked up like part of that.
I was like doing a Darth Vader kind of no, but in a higher pitch. But to be fair, I did not like one of her songs. So I guess that means we're fair. We're even.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sacrificing my sanity because I always keep it in a jar on the fridge.
With your brain?
Leefu called it trash.
Oh. Oh dear.
I don't know. I don't know if I
dear.
can be okay with
dear.
that.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
You're
Honey?
making Graven angry.
Honey, do you have any angry clips
Yes,
that might
I do.
represent how I'm feeling? Please play it.
It. I've had it.
Hey, thanks for slicing the pie, Grim.
Any more?
No.
Do you still have the one about the person screaming and punching something?
No, I've removed that one ages ago, my dear.
I'm still mad. Leefu, why? Why would you betray me?
You know she's gonna come in here now and get mad.
Chaos 7 for 10 Canadian bucks. I recommend Young Frankenstein or Dracula Dead and Loving It if you're in the mood for Halloween humor.
That's great. Okay, I think we're close to the super chat goal and the whatever. Hope we will get there, but we got to get to our last topic. Then we have our diagnosis, and we'll get done before 4 hours. Isn't that great? Ha 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 ha. Ha.
Cricket.
The Rise of Skywalker. 600 million gone.
A soulless finale. The magic withdrawn.
The dead may speak, but the franchise croaked.
$1 billion returned, yet Disney is a joke.
Surprise,
boy.
surprise. Surprise, surprise. Guess what we found out, guys? Guess what we found out? They've spent $600 million on The Rise of Skywalker.
How?
How
do you spend that much money on a movie and it still turns out to be crap?
It literally made $1 billion. I will say that. However, it's one of the most expensive movies of all time, and it divided the franchise even more. And people don't like it. And you see the thing is, I'm going to say this, okay? Everybody says it made money, it did well, whatever. The biggest sign that it was a failure, even if it made money, I'll explain what it is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had another Star Wars movie in theaters since.
The next one is going to be Mandalorian and Grogu, and I have no idea how that one will do.
But I think, didn't The Rise of Skywalker come out in 2019?
I think so. That or 17. I don't remember. Mostly because I don't care.
Let me see. The Rise of Skywalker came out in 2019.
And it is now the end of 2025.
Yes, it was so good, guys. It did so well that they just never made another movie for almost 7 years now.
Yeah, just a bunch of TV shows that have not done well.
I have no words. And then you see them do these stupid TV shows with Reva and the Acolyte, and we see them putting all this money on Baby Grogu. And you look at this and you go, I don't care.
I really don't. I haven't cared about Star Wars since the end of Mandalorian Season 1.
I didn't care about it even before then.
Oh yeah, that too. We only gave Mandalorian a try because we heard good things about it. First season was great. It actually felt like Star Wars. Sort of. Felt close enough, right?
Honestly, the biggest thing we've noticed is that you haven't done another movie, and all the TV shows have had diminishing returns.
In both money and viewers.
So you can claim that it's $1 billion or that it made a bunch of money, but you know what? It killed the franchise, and you all know it. And this is $600 million without keeping in mind the advertising and whatever. So the question then becomes, how much did they spend on that?
I would imagine more. I would imagine the number, if you include advertising, approaches 700 million or more.
I don't have words. And the funny thing is, we're still supposed to be getting a Rey movie, and they're doubling all this kind of stuff. And I don't even know. This movie did not do well, even if it quote unquote made money.
Not enough, clearly.
It didn't
in order for a movie to actually make money, it has to. In order for a movie to break even at the box office, it has to make double what the budget cost. Doesn't
Correct. It has to make double what the budget costs even to break even, and that's not keeping in mind the marketing costs as well. So there's a lot of factors, but I'm saying even if you want to hold up air quotes and say that it made money, it doesn't matter. The diminishing returns, the 7-year gap between movies, you really gonna tell me if this movie did as well as everybody on Twitter screams about it, that they wouldn't have rushed out another movie in the next couple years? It's been 7 years. Explain.
Kathleen Kennedy is a failure as a CEO.
Kathleen Kennedy was a failure as whatever position she was in. I don't even think she was that good of a person who served coffee.
Yeah, that too. She definitely had pitched a lot of dumb ideas from what I hear.
We're getting a bunch of new things. Star Wars Starfighters, the Mandalorian and Grogu, the Rey movie, all this stuff. And you know what I have to say about it? I don't care.
Jinx!
I've become apathetic to it. We're covering it because it's funny. I'm going to put it this way. I get more entertainment out of the franchise laughing at what it's become than actually watching any of it.
Yeah. We're just here to point and laugh.
I feel more for the franchise when I'm making fun of it than when I do anywhere else. I don't care anymore. It's over. It's dead. And Disney knows it. And they're never going to admit it. And it doesn't matter how many people on Twitter scream and cry and yell about how much they love Rey or whatever. If you loved Rey and I'm going to say this, okay? Acolyte. If you loved the show so much and it was so good, then why did you not come and watch it?
Pirating doesn't count.
It was all the bigots online. The bigots and the sexes. The bigots and the sexes. They come and they made the people not watch the Acolyte. That's why. The bigots and the sexes. The Trixies.
The bigots are coming. The bigots are coming.
But no, they didn't. Do you know what happened? it literally had a good start and then it fell off a cliff after the first 2 episodes. And you guys who say how much you like it didn't actually watch it. You either pirated it or you didn't watch it, and it flopped hard because you guys couldn't support it. It was not people on YouTube saying mean things about it. No, you didn't watch it. The data does not lie. Cry and scream all you want, but you know what? The force isn't with you, and it definitely is with Disney because they like to force their girl boss archetypes into so many different things. And that's it. Like,
yeah, it's old. It's sad. We're tired of it. We want to move on.
Yep. And you know what? We'll keep pointing and laughing at it, but I don't care what they do. I don't even care if they reboot the sequel trilogy, which they're never going to do. But if they did, I wouldn't care.
It's a little late considering some people are dead.
Even if they somehow managed to do it, I wouldn't care. Star Wars is dead. This is not Star Wars anymore. As I say all the time, it is Star Wars in name only.
That is true. Quite
and
true.
George Lucas has walked away from it. He doesn't care anymore. You know what? He ain't the only one.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you can say otherwise, but the data doesn't lie. If you're mad about the facts, you can be mad. But then being facts means that you can get mad as much as you want, but you cannot disprove them.
Nope. But what you can do is, so maybe all you people on Twitter screaming about how much you love this stuff should actually support the stuff instead of just posting about it on Twitter.
It doesn't matter because I'll tell you the real secret, honey. The secret that they don't want to mention.
Oh.
Okay.
What is that?
They are a minority and they pretend that they are a majority and they never were.
That is true. That is very true indeed.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to say.
They just make a bunch of alt accounts and pretend to boost their numbers.
No matter how many likes and posts you get a post on Twitter, it will not translate to viewership. And without viewership, the franchise is dead. And you know what? Good riddance.
Indeed. Let's stop that there.
Strike it down and it'll become more crap than you could possibly imagine.
By the way, we hit both tier 1 and the super chat goal.
Yep, we'll get to it. Pirates making another film, we'll see. Anything before 2012 is real Star Wars. And in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, rest in peace.
YouTubers love that show. It was comedy to them. Hot take, Acolyte was worse than both The Last Jedi and Rise put together. I'm going to dispute that, actually. I'll tell you why.
Why?
If you watch The Acolyte as a comedy, it was quite good.
True.
If you watch The Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi as a comedy, it kind of sucks. Twitter Golem is scaring me. How am I scaring you? The tricksy habits comes that takes the precious. Tricksy habits.
Yes, rest in peace, Chester Bennington. You are missed.
I have despised Star Wars since the 90s. It's always been mid. I generally can be happier it's burning. That's fair. You can have whatever opinion you want.
Mm-hmm.
Rip Chester. Yeah. Nice use of the OG Linkin Park song, The Trash We Got Now. We're not even mentioning.
No, we're not going there.
Alrighty, we hit a bunch of goals and stuff. We got a ton of memes we're going to have to go through. You guys are awesome.
Let's first do the super chats, then do the clip.
Yes.
Okay, Sergeant Sapien sent a $5 super sticker of I think that one was a dog doing a thumbs up saying good job.
Thank you.
That super sticker was, I don't know. I think that one was just blank. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. No, that one was a poop emoji.
Thank you.
Chris Styles for £2. One more. Archlord Dune Rider for $2. Set a give. Chris Styles for another £2. Okay, one more.
Thank you, sir.
T.S. Wolfwood for 2. 600 million? I sense financial shenanigans.
I sense over budget CGI that they used to make stuff when they could have just done practical effects, but that's my opinion.
No one does practical effects anymore.
Death on Trikey says, "We hail all. We hail back." Star Wars never deserved more than the 3 movies. Look, I'll be honest.
I liked the prequels.
I like the prequels, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to admit, I am 100% biased, and I'll explain why. Okay? I watched the originals with my dad. I remember having Star Wars-themed birthday parties where we watched Attack of the Clones, and we all had lightsabers. So I have a lot of like nostalgia towards it. So for me, I know it's not the best, but I can tolerate it, and I will watch it again. It doesn't mean I think that they're anywhere near the first 3. But for me, they'll always hold a special place in my heart just because of my memories with them, which I'm admitting, which is a subjective take, which is fine.
Yeah. And I have memories of being too young to go to theaters for Revenge of the Sith when it first came out and being very upset about that.
Still calling the sequel tragedy. It's not a tragedy because people would have to care.
Oof. Yeah.
All right. Let's get into, we hit tier 1. We're going to change our hats. We'll do the tier 1 thing.
Hello, Preyed on Corpse with your matzo balls.
Hello. But yeah, we're going to get to the tier 1 clip that we just did. We're going to change our hats. We'll go over the poll. We'll do the story, then the memes, then the diagnosis and the outro, and we'll be done there. And we'll be done before 4 hours. Woohoo!
Yay!
But for now, guys, we hit tier 1. So you know what that means? It does.
What'd it do?
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does.
Roll my dice! That is what it does. Pot of Greed! Draw 3. I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck! And I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck! Then I play Magic Force, which allows me to play Pot of Greed once again to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
You know, he's right. And I attack and I win, right?
No!
You don't have any... Well, you don't have any monsters, and...
Oh, he's supposed to be here!
What?
Oh, you got the Celtic Guardian!
My turn! I summon Dark Magician! I also summon Jack's Knight!
What? How... You can't summon a bunch of cards on one turn. It's against the rules.
You never saw this coming! I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does! It doesn't do that. That is what it does. It doesn't...
That's what it do, Yugi!
That does what it do!
Does
what it do. Jinx!
I won.
No.
I won.
It's because there's a slight delay in the microphone. I made sure to start talking on time.
I won.
Just like you always win at dueling.
Yes, because you don't have your Shaddolls, even though you have them on the throne list for some reason.
Because I want to win. I only ever have a chance, at least a chance at winning when I play Shaddolls on Master Duel.
I think it's so funny that you're just so shameless. You're like, I just want to win. It's like, who cares? That's all.
Because you keep creaming me.
My Blue Eyes deck is really strong because I'm very good. I will sit and literally go through this card database.
And you still think it could be better and stronger.
That'd be good for a t-shirt. It does what it do. Oh, God. We have to make the snuggle vests first.
Yeah.
All right. But we have a poll that we must address. We must address the poll, honey.
Yes.
Okie dokie. We have a poll running that is engage with the like button to clock into the night shift. Does anyone even want more SBI content? And strangely enough, with 226 votes, with 45% can't get enough of the sweet baby stink.
No wonder you guys are here in our asylum. You're all crazy.
Then we have the SPI equals IBS backwards for 27%. Also, people keep voting, so they keep changing it. Stop it! And then 16% our fountain has no sharks in it, and then 13% no after this, let the baby sleep. Pull over! You can't change it. It's immortalized forever. You missed it. You will never take the poll alive.
And for anyone curious, I am the one who realized that SBI backwards is irritable bowel syndrome, and it is actually quite fitting.
Yep, it definitely is. I'm getting Discord ready, but we're going to go into the story. We said we would go into a story about the time that Raven decided to play catch with a knife.
That's not what happened.
It sounds better that way.
I prefer to say that the kitchen turned into a crime scene.
Yes, because that sounds so much better than what I suggested.
Can I tell?
Go ahead.
Okay, so what actually happened was I was washing dishes, and I was in the middle of cleaning one of my heavy kitchen knives, and I reached out to grab the dish towel to dry the knife, and somehow reached out with the towel that was holding the knife, opened my hand, dropped the knife, and it sliced through my finger. And the floor got covered with blood.
So I want to clarify, it did not cut off the finger or anything like that. It just was a bad cut. I was with the client and I heard the noise and I had to leave. And don't ask me how, but she was getting a little dizzy and whatever. And I was obviously concerned. And I remembered that she had like an old purse with some like ribbon that she used for like,
before I got the disposable plastic ones, I used to wear ribbons instead of chokers.
Yes.
I should probably do that again.
Well, literally, I remembered it, grabbed one, tied it around her hand in that spot to keep pressure on it, then told her to keep flexing it, even if she didn't want to. And if it felt weird, I told her just keep moving it a little bit. I got her in the car. Now, this was during the coof.
This was early during the coof.
So explain what happened next.
So we get to the urgent care. He helps me out of the car. We walk into the urgent care, and as the moment we walk in, and we are doing the whole mask thing, mind you, because rules.
It was very early
when everyone thought it actually mattered. Yes. So we walk in. Master is guiding me through the door. I'm holding my bleeding hand, and one of the people there says, "You need to wait outside." And my husband literally just gestures to my hand and says, "She's bleeding." Then they notice that I am holding my bleeding hand, and they lead us into the back to get me into one of the care rooms. Then, as I'm sitting on the bed and holding a bleeding hand, they hand me a clipboard with papers to sign while I'm holding a bleeding hand. So I have to tell them to give it to my husband to fill out because I can't let go of my hand because I need to keep staunching the bleeding.
Let me pick up from here.
Yes.
And then, so they looked at each other like, could we allow them to do it? Sure, we'll do it. I signed the forms and they said, okay, we'll send her out to you. Bye.
They made him leave.
So they just made me leave.
While my hand was bleeding. So I got the treatment, and they asked a bunch of questions on what happened, and I told them, no, the knife was clean. I had just washed it, things like that. I ended up getting 7 stitches on my finger. Somehow I had missed any major nerves or tendons. It was mostly just a flesh wound, but I do still have some numbness in my finger. But after all these years, it is now back to 90% feeling and full flexibility.
I honestly believe that my quick thinking with the ribbon and the making you move
my fingers. Probably, yeah. I probably would have had a lot less feeling if you hadn't told me to keep moving it.
I don't know how I stayed calm.
But yeah. Oh yeah, I was not. Yeah, Toxin. I was not able to write because of how my hand was bandaged. There were a lot of things I couldn't do. We had to order in for like what 2 months.
But I want to mention that the weirdest thing was when we got back, because you see, we rushed out pretty quickly, so we didn't clean up the floor. So there was a giant like puddle of blood.
And we had Puffer's cage at the time was in front of the window, and we left the blinds open so he could see outside, which meant anyone could. And we were on the ground floor. Anyone could have looked in and seen the blood on the floor. The puddle of blood on my kitchen floor with the knife.
So yeah, maybe some people, that may be why we got neighbors who hate us, because they thought that I murdered somebody, but I didn't.
If anyone did, it was me. And
Anyways,
don't worry, I'm very good at hiding the bodies.
Anyways, that is the story
That is
of
the
when
story
Raven
of
played catch with a knife.
That is the story of why Master no longer lets me cook without cooking gauntlets.
Are you surprised?
No, but it gets fuzz into the food.
I'd rather have fuzzy food than bloody food. Thank you very much.
True, we're not allowed to eat blood. It's against our religion.
Hold on, I gotta check something.
Yeah, I told my younger brother, what happened, and he was asking for pictures of the wound. And I told him I can't, it's already bandaged up. And he was like, darn. That was funny.
Yeah,
I was able to show him the stitches afterwards, which is cool. But yeah, now I also have a nice little scar with the stitch marks.
Yeah, Brandon, the anime guy's like, wait, what?
Yeah, you came in at it on. Yeah, you may want to rewind an hour or so.
All right, we got memes.
Yay! Is my brother goth also? No, but he is a fellow nerd.
Okay, let me get it ready. All righty, we got memes. Let's go. I'll eat my hat. I'll eat chocolate.
That's so cute.
For 5 minutes, can you not be yourself for 5 minutes? Stop doing dumb stuff, Kimball Air Bowser. Live breaking news. SBI still understand they're not wanted. Kimball admits to say, I'm a victim. Wanted, dead or alive. Partners in crime.
Rewards $1 million. We're worth way more than $1 million.
SBI has to give out stolen money to someone. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Kimball Air. There is no award, Boss Sig say. I win now, Master, my boss monster. You don't have Shaddolls, though. Ha ha ha. You only have them in Master Duel.
But
I mean, we have them on Throne.
Please, somebody get me my Shaddol deck. I want my Shaddol.
If they don't get it, I'll get it for you at some point. Doesn't have to be on Throne. No, I lost. So, hey, Agent Starmaster, I think you messed up there. That meant to be Raven's face.
Master wins pretty much every duel.
I win all the time.
The only time I ever win is when he does a misplay, which is rare.
Tolkien in heaven after seeing people slander his work. My precious is racist. Racist. Raven's Shakespeare simp card. Not a meme. Raven needs to know that a manga classic exists. Okay, cool.
There's a manga of Othello? Seriously?
You shall not pass. Is that supposed to be Aslan?
Yeah, I think it's Aslan.
This is all your fault. Very generic, but useful.
Ooh.
Lock and loaded.
I
Nice.
like it. I'm downloading that.
Ravenator at your service. Edited the head.
Oh no, I'm downloading the one without my head plastered on it. I like
Somehow they spent $600 million. These are the same picture. I don't know why you put them twice. Thunder Kid, I don't get it. You put the same character twice. Is it supposed to be a joke? It's the same character. I attack and I win, right? No. Look at me. I won. Versus Jenner against Wednesday. Oh, God.
I'd win.
Master Raven gets yourself into trouble. Just make that brown and put a beanie on the monkey.
Yeah,
all right.
that's accurate, though. Is that all of them?
I think we're good.
That's all of them, then?
Are there any on Twitter? I don't think so. I'm going to check quickly because I know that sometimes we get a couple on Twitter. Lavistra says, we did it, Ma. We're famous. Shout out to Master T, the Fighting Raven. Thanks for the compliment. It's a clipped out by Lavistro saying, Master of the TDS endorsed. I don't know what I don't know what I said exactly, but you're welcome. What can I say except delete this? You're welcome. All right. I think we're good with everything. I see all you guys over on Odyssey still. I see you guys there. I think we're good. I think we got everything. But we're not finished yet, guys. We have one more thing. We cannot end the show without the most important part.
The diagnosis of the week.
Get ready for it.
It's a good one. And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week,
where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
Because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
So our diagnosis for this week is egosyntonic delusion.
Please explain.
So egosyntonic delusion is a clinical term describing distorted beliefs or behaviors that feel completely justified to the person or group holding them, because the delusion supports identity rather than threatening it. There is no urge to question or change it. In cultural systems, this becomes the defense of decay as progress, where denial feels like virtue and collapse is reframed as moral success.
In relation to today's topics, with Sweet Baby Inc., egosyntonic delusion is exemplified by the company's removal of its website, followed by its quiet restoration once coverage exposed the disappearance. Rather than confront the truth, Sweet Baby Inc. protects itself by blocking archives, manipulating visibility, and maintaining the illusion of control. It hides from accountability while convincing itself that secrecy is strategy and silence is strength.
With Lord of the Rings, egosyntonic delusion is exemplified by academia's fabrication of a moral crisis that never existed. The professor behind the decolonizing Tolkien course invented false historical claims to paint Middle-earth as racist, mistaking ideology for insight. His narrative is sustained by belief alone, where self-righteousness replaces scholarship and fantasy is reinterpreted to serve the ego of the interpreter.
And with the rise of Skywalker, egosyntonic delusion is exemplified by Disney's insistence that financial gain equals creative success. The film's billion-dollar box office could not hide that the franchise itself was left empty, with fans walking away and no new theatrical release since. The studio calls it a victory because admitting failure would mean acknowledging that Star Wars as a cultural force is dead.
And that's why we think this is a great diagnosis for this week.
I agree. Like I said, this one was good.
And I see you, Lavistra. Yes, I did watch. It was the Henry Halfhead one. I did watch that. I try. I can't promise I remember everything because I try when I see somebody covering or I get notified of someone covering stuff that we find, especially, I try to watch because I always like to leave a like or comment. I'm not perfect. I'm busy. I don't always have the time, but yeah.
He tries. Put it that way. He tries.
By the way, which DSM do you prefer, 4 or 5? I prefer 4 because the most recent update to 5 was, I don't use this term loosely, but I'm going to say it, was retarded. Okay? Do you know what one of the updates for the DSM-5 was not that long ago?
Here we go.
It updated it to remove offensive language like fat or overweight or things that, oh no, we said it's sexuality or gender or whatever, and that's wrong. I want to make this very clear, okay? Hello there, weirdos out there. The DSM-5, the DSM stands for Diagnostic Statistics Manual. It is a manual to be used to diagnose things, not for you to sit down with your soy latte and literally read it. I'm imagining some person with like blue hair and like 15 piercings sitting down going, oh my God, I'm going to read this. I'm offended. I'm going to get this changed. It's like, it wasn't meant for light reading. It was meant to diagnose mental illness.
Yeah.
I kid you not. That's why I don't like it. That's the main reason. There is zero reason. It is a diagnostic statistics manual. It is not light reading. If you are reading it and getting upset with language in it, then you're a moron.
Oh, and tell them how they came to that conclusion.
I'm not going to go into that.
Okay. Because that's also stupid.
There's a whole nother thing about the DSM-5.
Yeah, it's another rabbit hole that we don't have time for.
No. But guys, we did it. 2.5 hours, a little over. We'd like to go for about 2.5 hours. So, we did it.
Yay!
Woo! No 4-hour stream. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Again. No 4-hour plus streams ever again. We are never doing that again.
Thank you guys for all the super chats. Thank you guys for all the comments, the memes, everything. We tried to see everyone, say hi to every one of you. Not going to be perfect.
And especially as we get more and more viewers, it is not going to be easy to keep up with everybody. So please do not take it personally if we do not see your chats.
Didn't DSM-5 combine Asperger's syndrome and autism? Yes. It also changed hypochondria to illness anxiety
disorder. Why? Hypochondria sounded so much cooler.
That's what I'm putting out, that these people don't really care. So that's just kind of how it is. Anyways, we do have to go because it is overtime now and we do have to go. But thank you all for being here. There'll be videos from the stream throughout the week. Look forward to those. And yeah, thank you guys for everything. And we will... Oh, hold on. Black Wolf, first time viewing was not a disappointment. We'll try to catch more in the future. Well, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yep. All right. But if you are new here or you're not new here, please stay for the outro because you will hear a parting words from the Master of Ceremonies before we clock
out. So, until next week, happy nightmares.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woe as a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze, our channel's a refuge, a weird therapy maze. Can't pay a shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm cell, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendor of laughs in the negative light. Darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most. Bell tolls, it's the end time fair. But your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
think it was Dostoevsky who said, later,